Hi, I'm Rita Lynn Gilman from softballpitchingtools.com. The spinner for decades continues to be my favorite pitching tool. It comes in pink and yellow, and it weighs what a regular softball weighs, 6.5 ounces. We also have molded seams on the edge of the spinner so we can get our correct grip next to the seams, across the seams, depending on what pitch you're throwing. You got to teach spin, you got to work on spin. Start your pitchers, make sure they throw overhand, get the 2-finger grip, pointer in middle, thumb on the other side, have them to warm up throwing overhand with the spinner. Teach them that it's backspin. You want the spinner to fly through the air straight up and down and be smooth. If it's not, we have hand angle problems or it's rolling incorrectly off the fingertips. Then we progress to our pitching and our fastball. 2-finger grip, we want to spin it correctly first, spin it fast second. You do a self-flip, self-flip, self-flip. Make the spinner roll evenly off your fingertips and keep it smooth. We like to add black dots to the side of our spinners so when it flies through the air, you want it to be straight where you cannot see a dot on the side of your spinner. If we do, then it's angled and we need to correct the hand angle. All right, for our next drill after self-flip, we can do a high self-flip. It's just good to have things that the kids can do by themselves. I can do a high self-windmill as well. Then I start throwing to my catcher. Point straight ahead, do a windmill, throw to your catcher. I'm standing about 25 feet away. Make sure the spinner is straight up and down and smooth, okay? If it wobbles, instead of rolling off the fingertips, the spinner started to fall off the side. We want to get that smoothed out and corrected. She needs to keep her fingers behind the ball at release. Any of the hand roll that naturally happens has to be after the ball's gone. Okay, you can do full motion with the spinner. I spend more of my time about 25 to 30 feet away, keeping the legs out of it, working on the hand. But feel free to start adding legs and add the full jump. Great for the backhand changeup. About the only changeup that we use it with is the backhand. So we do self-flips, self-flip, make sure it is smooth. We do self-windmill, making sure the spinner is smooth with perfect backspin. Then we do half tosses to our catcher and then windmills to our catcher, starting close once again and then slowly working back. Every day I would throw my spinner for fastball and changeup, as well as the overhand. Okay, amazing for curve and rise. Self spin, keep it level, throw it high to yourself, half toss, windmill to yourself and then to your catcher. So I'm going to start to my catcher 10 to 5 feet away, 5 to 10 feet away. Do it smooth, little half toss, make sure it flies through the air flat, no angles. I need to fix my hand. If it's good at 10 feet, back up to 15. That's about the limit of a half toss. You need to start windmilling to your catcher, okay? Keep backing up. You should be able to throw a curveball with side spin, spinner flying flat all the way from the mound to home. That can take a couple of years to get good at. Rise ball, same thing. Change the axis of rotation from the curve to the rise, spin to myself. I can cut under it. I can throw high to myself. Half toss to my catcher, windmill to my catcher. All right. Now, going back to that fastball, there's a second grip that I want y'all to make sure you take time to do. And for the fastball, we call that the cross grip. Make sure you take your fingers, move them on the front edge of the spinner. That front edge of the spinner is now your seam that you lift against, that you scrape against with your fingers. When you throw this to your catcher, about 30 feet away, stationary, you will hear it buzz through the air as it spins really fast. The faster the spin speed, the louder it's gonna buzz, so it gives you instant feedback. And you also watch it to make sure it's still end over end, top spin. All right, so that gives you 4 pitches to work on with your spinner. Fastball, backhand changeup, curveball, and razzball. We have more details on both of our DVDs, Pitching My Way and Spin It Like You Mean It, available at softballpitchingtools.com.